Paula Dean. Honestly,
She's not black.
Paula Dean. No, I'm saying she looks more like Paula Dean.
No, she don't.
Yes, she does.
And
Look
bitch
at
was
her.
Asian.
It doesn't matter. It's the makeup and the
Paula
everything.
Dean got Asian makeup.
It doesn't matter. It's the makeup and the way she.
Dun 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 dun. Inward, please. See? Paula Dean.
I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana and then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is
And
that against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
Yes.
I
in
don't
some
know, Jude.
Way, shape, or form.
And I'm just like, geez Louise, what did I rope myself into?
Talk about this.
In her defense, it is a hell of a way to start your day.
I mean, it is.
Bitch, I ain't even had my coffee yet. Can we chill on the cannibal cannabis talk until I've had my coffee? No cannibal cannabis talk until I've had my coffee. What I'm looking up here is the chick with the cooking channel who decided about 6 months ago she didn't want to have a cooking channel anymore.
I mean,
Rose,
that is her prerogative, I guess.
Rosanna Pancita. I can't remember her name. Look, she's got one of them Spanish sounding names, but she's white as rice.
Oh,
So-
one of those. Okay.
Yeah, this chick is whiter than Mike Pence eating sour cream in a snowstorm.
I can hear.
Oh, yeah, let me get the game turned off for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this chick is whiter than Mike Pence eating sour cream in a snowstorm,
Gotcha,
but she's,
gotcha.
you know, she's
That
got
way.
one of them ethnic sounding names. Anyway,
She's got one of them ethnic sounding.
yeah, you know all about them.
I do.
This is my wife, Shaquisha.
No, it is not. I have the whitest name.
Sorry.
Actually, I don't even.
Shadasha. You pronounce the dash.
No, I haven't even met any white people named by it.
No, it's an ethnic name.
It's not. How many have you met?
Okay. I've known a few, but they weren't like in person. But let's just go over the famous ones real quick.
Okay, wait. First of all, it can't be one of those where that's the nickname.
Okay, it's a name. Just answer me a quick, unrelated question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Power Rangers growing up?
What? Who?
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
The villain, the original villain of Power Rangers, the evil witch, was she white?
I don't remember her.
What was her name?
I don't remember. All I remember is the Power Rangers.
Her name. Okay.
Speaking of, your daughter tore off the Pink Ranger's leg today. At the beauty salon.
Oh, here you go. The evil sorceress.
Oh yeah.
What was her name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's an ethnic woman. Crazy ethnic hair and crazy ethnic nails. Look at that. You never seen a white woman look like that. I'll be damned.
You ain't ever seen what was her name? They used to wear all the makeup.
RuPaul.
No.
Dennis
And
Rodman.
she's black.
RuPaul again. Is RuPaul not black?
Tammy Faye Baker. Tammy Faye Baker. Paula Dean. Honestly,
She's not black.
Paula Dean. No, I'm saying she looks more like Paula Dean.
No, she don't.
Yes, she does.
And
Look
bitch
at
was
her.
Asian.
It doesn't matter. It's the makeup and the
Paula
everything.
Dean got Asian makeup.
It doesn't matter. It's the makeup and the way she.
Dun 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 dun. Inward, please. See? Paula Dean.
You're gonna get your channel.
I didn't say the actual word.
No, it wasn't just that. It's the whole music and.
It's not racist. She's white.
How was it?
You're not making any sense.
You're not making any sense. Anyway,
Mom's not making any sense.
neither is yours.
No, never. Okay, let's go. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Rosanna Pansino.
We got off topic.
Is this
She
the
looks like a
video?
Karen.
I think this is the one I'm looking for. With her podcast here. But to recap, get everybody caught up to what we're about to watch here. So, Rosina Pansito.
Did you not like? Have you never heard anyone say her name before?
Close enough.
Close.
So, Rosanna Pansito. Pansita.
Yeah. Okay, we get it.
Anyway, she used to be a cooking channel till about 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
She decided that Mr. Beast was her nemesis. That he was evil and must be dealt with.
Did he know who
So-
she was?
Then she probably not. So then she dedicated her cooking channel to being a Mr. Beast attack channel. It was just a Mr. Beast hate fest for 6 months straight.
Sidebar. There's probably, just so you know, nothing that causes impotent rage more than having a nemesis who doesn't know you exist. So maybe.
I ain't never
Anyway.
have the impotent problem, but I know they make pills for that. I've heard. Somebody ought to tell her that.
Yeah.
But she decided to dedicate her channel that was once a wholesome cooking channel with a solid following to a Mr. Beast hate fest. And I just imagine the hard right turn that must have been for all the
Yeah, I mean,
middle-aged soccer mom women
It's
who are
not even related.
watching her channels for pie and pie-related recipes. And
Is that all she cooked was
I
pie?
don't know. I could go
Can't just sit here eating my wife's pie all
I'm
day.
in the mood for some chocolate pie.
Yes, we all know
It's my
what
favorite
kind of pie you
pie.
like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just imagine being one of those soccer moms. Your sexless marriage is falling apart. Your loveless husband has gone to work, and your shithead kids are at school, and you're home, alone, day drinking, and trying to forget the woes of the world with some wholesome cooking channels from that girl who is the same age as you, yet somehow looks younger than you do because you've drank yourself into adulthood.
God damn, you just painting a depressing picture.
I paint a very vivid picture.
You did.
Anyway, you lean over your imitation marble bar in your kitchen, prop your tablet up, and you're ready to cook with Pansito here. You fire up her newest video. You
Is
got
that
a
what the
notification?
channel was called?
Sure. You fired up her latest video here, and you, instead of being greeted with the latest pie or pie-related recipe, you find a 45-minute long rant about Mr. Beast and the chat related to his work, where they shared child enjoyment material. CP.
I got
Cheese
the-
pizza, since it is cooking related. So she's sharing that, and what a hard right turn that must have been. Wow.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad she got that off her chest. Next week, when she puts out a new video, I can get back to my happy place, my safe space,
Yeah, I can.
where I
can
forget the
make a
woes of
good,
the world. So you wait a week.
a quiche or something.
So you wait a week. You take another year or so off your liver.
How many boxes of wine is she going through?
One a day.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You've met the type.
I have. They usually go to Total Wine and just get the case.
Yep, so she grabs another one out the case, sets that box of wine on the counter, gets her finest Walmart glass. Sorry, Target. Make sure the spout for that box is right off the edge of her imitation marble bar so she can pour another glass, and here we go. It's Pansino time. She fires up the next video. Well, who's this lanky individual with her. This skinny mess of a man she's brought onto her channel. Well, she's going to spend the next 45 minutes interviewing this former Mr. Beast contestant.
Damn it, she's still on the Mr. Beast cake?
Oh,
It
yeah, she
wasn't
was on that for 6 months. She milked that cow dry.
I mean, so what happened? What happened to all her
Cooking stuff?
people who were, watching her for cooking?
I imagine they moved on to
Something else?
whichever version of Paula Deen hasn't been canceled yet. And now she has to cultivate this new audience, but she's milked the Mr. Beast cow dry. So what does she do? She starts a podcast. And she needs to do something to go viral, to get people interested in this new podcast. So she
Must not have been a good
She
cook.
entitles the first episode of her podcast, which to this day I still don't know what it's supposed to be about. But the first episode was entitled, I Smoked My Dead Dad, her deceased father. And she tweets that out. Now, the tweet
Do what
goes
now?
viral.
I mean, one would think it would.
Everyone has a reaction. And then, no one watched the podcast.
Well, I mean,
She got great engagement on that tweet, but people knew all they need to know and they knew not to watch.
Yeah,
No one watched.
yeah.
And now of all the tweets and all the people reacting to it, she of course picks the biggest creator that reacted to it. A Tana Mongoose? Mongu?
Manjanu?
Yeah, it's like a makeup creator, I think.
Manju?
I think she's like a makeup creator or some shit. I don't know. I don't watch her either, but she's big, got millions of followers. And that girl
Okay.
has a podcast of her own, so she mentions it on her podcast. And basically calls her a cannibal because,
She's smoking her.
she's
dead
smoking her
dad.
dad, but it's clear she didn't watch
I
the
mean,
podcast.
Well, I mean,
And now,
in what context? It's a tweet.
Well,
there's
we're about
only
to-
so much you can add, but she could have added more context
she
than
could
that.
have she could have done a twit longer, which gives you unlimited space. You can write a whole goddamn novel in there if
Yeah,
you
she
want.
can write a twit.
But anyway, she's got a video here of her crashing out over Tana's reaction to that.
Okay.
Just wanted everybody caught up on where we're at.
All right.
She creates a podcast, smokes her dead dad in the first episode.
Hold on.
and
Wait.
is
I mean, what did
now
she?
mad at people's reaction to her smoking her dead dad.
Well, I mean, what did she think was gonna happen?
Well, I guess we'll find out because she's crashing out right now.
Oh.
So let's see
Hey,
Poor
little
baby.
rebels.
her reaction.
You paused her right when she had that. I've just had a whole box of wine. Look,
Yeah, I
That look.
did.
right there.
Yeah, I did. That's the whole box of wine. Look, there we go. It's her former audience. Going for a younger crowd now, but let's see why she's mad at Tana Mongeau. How is this her fault? What did she say? I haven't watched the Tana Mongeau thing yet. We may watch that next, or maybe she'll show clips in here. If she doesn't show clips, I'll watch it just so we can get some context. But right now, let's watch her crash out. What?
Before we watch, what is she wearing, and does her phone case match what she's wearing?
Clearly, that is a very expensive phone case made of rich mahogany.
And she's
As you can
wearing
see.
a Walmart Snuggie.
Target.
Tarjay Snuggie. I don't think Tarjay sells Snuggies.
It's high class snuggie. See, that one's suede.
Oh, it's Snooze.
There you go. You got it.
Okay.
We're on the same page. All right. Let's watch this crash out. Let's watch
All
this
right.
white woman freak out over some shit she
Okay.
started.
Why not?
Welcome back to Ridiculous. I
Okay.
just got in last night from the
Just realized she named her podcast. She's Rosita Pancino, and she named her podcast Rodiculous.
I can't hear her, but anyway.
How can you not
Road.
hear her?
Ooh.
How can you not? Oh, okay, there we go. You should be able to hear it now. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. She calls her podcast Rodiculous, and welcome back. That's basically what you've been. All right, let's go.
plane. We were traveling. We were on a fundraising trip, raising money for people who have been affected by the LA fires. They were pretty tough this year.
She's a good person.
And it was just an amazing trip. It was with Drew Brees' charity. But for this episode,
Sorry, let me pick that name up. Just Just name dropping within the first 2 minutes. Let me pick that name up. Sorry, Drew.
It's just going to be me. It's cozy. We're sitting in the chairs today, drinking tea, and I'm hanging out with the dogs. So, for everyone listening to this podcast, if you hear snoring, it's just my bulldogs. I just really wanted to talk about some things that have been going on. I think it's important to start with this. I believe Tana when she said that a guy said something inappropriate to her on set, like he sexually harassed her on the set of Escape the Night. When she told me on set, I fully had her back and I said, I'm so sorry that happened to you and you should tell Joey. What he said to Tana was wrong, and him.
You see what direction this is going yet?
I'm so confused. But anyway.
When you needed me, Tana,
Oh,
I
had
was
your
there.
back. Yes,
I
yes,
had
yes,
your
yes.
back.
But
But when I'm
sorry.
processing my trauma in the weirdest way possible on a public platform, you made fun of me. I'm a better person than you. And that's not ridiculous. That's rurality. That's rurality.
No, I just
Let's keep it real.
My mind can't get over. Okay, just go on. Just go on. Just go on.
Waiting until she was alone to say it is very telling that he knew that what he was doing was wrong. I'm proud of Tana for speaking up.
It's like
She told
goddamn
me,
internal misogyny.
She told Joey later that day on set, like, no one deserves to be treated like that, especially on set. Everyone deserves to feel safe in a working environment. I fully support her for calling out his disgusting behavior. On my previous podcast, I said that I continue to choose to support her, even though she's mocked me. Unfortunately.
Oh, I think every time I hear her talk, I can't get over it. You remember the episode of Futurama where they go to the woman planet ran by all women? No. It was Rick and Morty where they go to the all women planet, and it's run by all women, and they don't want Rick Sanchez there.
Yeah.
And they're all
I do.
and their little greeting and exit is, "I'm here if you need to talk. I'm here if
Yes,
you need
I
to
do
talk.
remember
I'm
that.
here if you need to talk."
Oh God. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I know firsthand how scary it can be to be sexually harassed on set. I've been in those positions, and I'm sorry that if my criticism about other things that Tana said
I'm here if you need to talk.
overshadowed that fact. Like, I should have done a better job of being clear of keeping those two things apart. Like, me criticizing and fact checking the other things that she was saying on the podcast was in no way intended to claim that she was lying about being sexually harassed. The
Wait, so you criticized her on your podcast first? Okay, I'm getting a bigger picture here. So it sounds like Tana. I'm not caught up on the Tana thing. I didn't even realize Tana, but Tana was apparently sexually harassed on the set of something,
Yeah.
and she was fact checking it and criticizing it.
No, she was okay. So
She
she
said
was
she was
fact-checking
fact-checking-
something else. She said, I guess.
No.
and-
She said she was fact checking that
Or was she
and criticized
fact-checking
it,
that?
but she didn't mean for that to come off as if she didn't believe her, because
Oh.
we always fact check the things we believe, not the things we don't believe. Logic.
I was about to say. That's why I misunderstood what she was saying, because why would you fact check?
I mean, I
somebody
believe someone
that-
when they
that
tell
you
me.
believe?
When someone tells me water is wet, now I believe them.
But you still got to
But
go
I,
stick
but
your hand in
I,
the
I,
toilet.
but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't get the facts
Okay.
and criticize them about their belief of water being wet until I know for a fact that their water's wet.
So you've done experience.
Now, I didn't mean for you to believe that I didn't think you were telling the truth. Obviously, we all know water is wet. But what if the viewers didn't? I'm a good person.
The reason that I spoke out about this is because I felt Tana was associating many innocent people with the very harmful actions of one individual. Her claims that the entire crew were like old, creepy men is just harmful because the crew is a mix of men and women whose livelihoods depend on their reputation. And Tana is in a position of privilege. And to use that privilege to spread lies about hardworking people just to make her podcast more interesting comes off as very problematic to me. For example, what she said about the wardrobe team. She was saying that they made her wear this outfit. They put her in this slutty outfit.
Of course, I'm dressed like a slut.
Oh,
I
there
feel
we
like this
go.
is
We get
always
some
happening
clips.
to me, where someone has me dressed like a slut, and it's fucking wintertime.
And that was just not what happened. They were really nice people. They provided multiple.
I don't know what the set is or what the filming was. I would need more information. Provide that context.
I mean,
See, this is the stuff you should be
see-
fact checking. Because, okay, yeah. So it's wintertime. But if you're filming
but
Bikini Beach Bimbos 5
Yeah.
in the wintertime,
Yeah.
you can't really complain about being
yeah, I
in a
think
bikini now, can
that's
you?
part of being, in front of the camera where
I am sure that Marvel has filmed quite a few of their movies in the wintertime.
yeah.
I don't remember fucking Scarlet Witch coming out and going, it's the middle of wintertime and they want me in this tight red suit with my fucking tits out, just sexualizing me. Look at Scarlett Johansson. It's winter.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe that's not the case. Maybe what they were filming had nothing to do with needing a specific wardrobe. But I would imagine, as most productions,
Usually, yeah.
that the wardrobe is thought out in advance
Yeah.
to match whatever scene they're doing.
Yeah.
And the time of which you're filming it is mostly irrelevant. Mostly. There have been plenty of, oh my God, The Walking Dead is shot in Georgia.
in Georgia,
in
in
the fucking heat.
summer.
In the middle of summer where it's 105.
And
these
mosquitoes
motherfuckers
hate you.
And these motherfuckers are in 3 hours worth of zombie makeup.
Yep.
Just saying. Context, people.
Yeah.
Options. Joey gave us full free range to wear whatever we wanted. We could
Okay.
even bring outfits from home. And the wardrobe department
she-
provided her with 5 different outfit options, and she got to choose which one was her favorite. So
Okay,
by
so she picked the sexy one
slandering and
'cause
saying
clicks.
they forced her to wear this.
Gotcha.
Well, they don't have a big platform to speak up for themselves. When this movie comes out and the credits roll, their names are public, and people are going to associate them with doing things that they didn't do, and that's not fair to them. That's Tana making up stories that could negatively impact their livelihood. Like, it's risking the potential of those people not getting hired in the future, and that is not okay. Some people listening didn't understand why I was so passionate about this, and it's because I know some of the crew personally, and they don't deserve to be lumped in like that. Words matter, and they have an effect on people, their reputations, and their livelihoods. I really want to emphasize that both of these things can be true. I think that it's wrong what happened to Tana. What that actor said and did to Tana is not okay. And I also think Tana slandering the entire crew and making up lies about them is not okay. The point I was trying to make in the last podcast are both things are not okay. Trish even
She took a throwaway comment and
Yeah,
is
she
trying
took
to
it.
make
Okay,
herself-
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
so tired of people like taking everything as literal or to the extreme, and we can't just have a throwaway comment. For instance, we've all done it. We've all been to a place or worked at a place, and it's pretty common parlance for someone to be like, "Man, it's a bunch of blah 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 that work there.
Yeah.
Bunch of morons, bunch of bunch of whatever." Absolutely no one in the real world goes, he thinks every single person that works there is retarded. Is a moron. No, he just means a lot are.
Yeah.
Bunch
or,
means
or
lot.
he's had a
Or
bad
all the
experience
ones that
with,
he, or all the
Yeah.
ones that he works with directly probably are. There's a lot of ways to take that. But let's go to the extreme and say every single person that works here is this thing because she was venting about that thing.
And I don't
I
think
love how people can't just
anyone
talk normal anymore.
waits for the credits to roll so they can see who the costume person was and go, that person made her wear a slutty outfit.
Okay.
Like,
In-
nobody's doing this.
In her defense, if she's calling those people out before the movie comes out, she's got a large audience. Her audience absolutely is going to do that. Your average everyday moviegoer isn't, but people who are already mad at them
Well,
before they watch
yeah.
the movie
Yeah,
are going to
true.
be like, "Who was she talking about? Let's look these people up." Yeah, these
The
are terminally
crazy
online people. Yes.
Parasocial.
Yeah,
kinda,
the crazy
yeah.
parasocial thing's going to kick in, and those people
Yeah,
are absolutely
true.
going to do it. So she's not wrong there.
Because I would
It's sad
never
that
watch
she-
a movie and think that or do that.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
usually have
also
to have a
not-
reason for looking something up. Like I want to know who an actor was. I might
Yeah.
want to know who a director was, and occasionally I might want to know who did a special effects thing. That was more so in the 80s and 90s than now. Like
now, yeah.
back in the day when I saw, something like Jurassic Park or Little House of Horrors, that kind of thing, where I'm
Yeah.
like, the special effects are awesome. Some guy spent a lot of time on those.
Yeah.
They used miniatures. They were real things that someone built, and I wanted
Yeah.
to know like who did that.
Who did that?
So the
Yeah.
next time I see his name on something, I'll know that special effects are going to be awesome. Nowadays, CG artists are
Computers, yeah.
interchangeable,
Yeah,
so that's not as common anymore. But yeah, that's your point.
She's never seen me like this before, and that is because I'm really hurt. This, what I'm about to talk about right now, is a separate issue.
This is what
it
we're
has
here for.
nothing to do with Escape the Night or being on set. Canceled podcast.
So just so we're clear, we are 4 minutes into this video. She spent the opening 4 minutes of her video about her thing, setting the stage that she's better than the person she's about to criticize.
Mm-hmm.
That what she did was okay, but when this girl criticized her, it's not. And now she's going to spend the next 20 minutes telling us why. Okay. That's what's happening here.
Yeah,
That's the manipulation that's happening. She's already painted herself as the victim
Yeah.
before even
And-
telling you the situation.
And has tried to paint the other girl in the worst
Yep,
light.
yep. I'm the victim. My friend turned on me.
Yeah.
What I did was justified. What she did was not. Yeah, this is all poison in the well stuff right here. Okay,
Yeah.
well has been properly poisoned.
Continue.
Proceed.
As Tana talks so negatively about how I honored my dad that it triggered me. I still deeply feel the loss of my dad, and for her and Brooke and Paige to put it out there that it was illegal, insinuating that I'm a criminal and that I was a cannibal, completely devastated me. Like, I thought Tana and I were friends. We've known
What
So
did
she-
you do?
So she hasn't. The thing I said at the beginning, she labeled her podcast, the opening episode of her podcast that she made, she titled, I Smoked My Dead Dad. What that means, in case you're curious, because that tweet went viral, but people didn't watch the actual podcast. So what that meant was that she had her dad cremated, and she took the ashes and used them to fertilize a marijuana plant that she grew in her house.
Well, that sounds better than where my mind originally
So,
went.
so she
'Cause
used
I
that to
thought
fertilize
she
the weed plant, and she
had
may
the
have.
weed,
I don't know if she.
And she put a little
Maybe
bit of ashes and
maybe
then
she
rolled
did.
it up
Maybe
in
she
there and,
sprinkled some of it on there, like oregano. Like
Yeah,
a
that's
little
what
bit
I
of-
was
A little bit
thinking.
of garlic salt.
You know that oregano, it's a gateway herb. Oh, God.
Just add a little daddy issues for flavor. For flavor. Okay. Now that is possible, but just to fact check her, since fact checking is a thing that she likes to do, real quick, we're going to look it up. Growing. All right, first of all, she grew it herself. So growing weed, I believe she lives in California. So growing weed, legal Cali. And in California, adults age 21 and older can legally grow up to 6 cannabis plants for personal use. Okay. So that part's not illegal. She hadn't done anything illegal yet. Now, legal to smoke human remains. Callie, please don't let the FBI see my...
Ever.
Ah, there we go. Illegal. It is
To smoke.
illegal to smoke human remains in California. Disturbing, mutilating, or removing human remains is a felony. So yeah, if you chop them up, it's a felony punishable.
Yeah.
Additionally, any person who scatters cremated human remains without a valid registration is guilty of a crime. So unless you got the government to sign off on your dad being fucking Miracle Grow for your weed plants,
Or being
Tana,
used as
Tana did her
seasoning.
homework and she did not lie. You are a criminal.
Yeah.
That is not a debate. That is not slander. That is not defamation. That is factually true.
Yeah.
Unless you can bring some receipts, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you are not going to show any permits during this video, that you did not go to your local permits office with your dad's urn and a weed plant and say, I want to put this into this and smoke it. Can I get a permit? I don't think that's
I
what
see
happened.
Some black lady working at this office going, ew,
And if you don't get your ass up out of here.
that's nasty.
The psych ward is about 3 blocks that way, sweetheart. Next. You know, I doubt you got a permit for it, which means, yes, you are guilty. Now, in your defense, it's not a felony. If you had dismembered your dad yourself and tried to, you know, smoke as in cook his human remains, you know, a smoker, then that would be
Yeah.
a felony. But
Gotcha.
cremated remains are a misdemeanor. So slap on the wrist, but, you know, breaking a law
Yeah.
makes you a criminal regardless of the severity of the offense. Just so we're clear on where we stand here.
Yep.
You know, because facts are important. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
They are.
Right, Pancito? They're important. I'm not doing this to insinuate that I don't believe you or that I don't believe Tana. We just want to be as accurate as possible
Yes.
for the viewers.
Yes.
We've known each other for so many years. We've worked on projects together. I message her. I have looked to her for advice. Like, I literally invited her to my nephew's birthday. Like, I have just never been through something like that. And I don't think that I have ever felt this upset. Like, I snapped. I'm going to pause right here and just play some of the clips of her mocking me, calling me a cannibal, and reducing me to nothing more than a YouTuber who smoked her dead dad.
In her defense, she is not a cannibal. She did not eat him. She's a cannibalist. She smoked him. Oh, hold on, you guys. I gotta take a dab.
Is daddy
Oh, my daddy's strong.
is daddy dang?
My dad, oh, that's some dang daddy. It's worthy of mockery. You did a ridiculous
Yeah,
thing.
it is.
You advertised
It is.
the ridiculous thing. If you didn't want people to mock you for doing it, you should have done it behind closed doors.
And you knew what you were doing, though.
Advertised it. You used it as clickbait. You invited all of this.
Yeah. And then they're going to act all surprised and offended.
Because that is exactly what's happening. She is acting.
Yeah.
This was a publicity stunt. And this has got you the reaction you definitely knew you were going to get. You knew no one was going to give you a positive reaction to this. She's about to pull the victim card out that she's had hiding up her sleeve waiting for this very moment. This was all planned. She knew this would happen.
Yeah.
You had to have.
Yeah, no one puts that sentence in itself is absurd.
I
and
smoked my dead
crazy.
dad.
Yeah.
You titled the podcast that. It was the purpose of the whole first episode of your podcast. How did you think people were going to react?
She knew how they were. gonna
You
react.
either knew and you were clickbaiting, or you might be legally retarded.
Or you might need to go to the psych ward. I mean, I love
Both
my
those
dad.
things can be true.
I love my dad. I love him to death. I am a daddy's
So you
girl,
mean to tell me
but
that you don't love your daddy enough? Because if your daddy was on his deathbed tomorrow and he said, sweetheart, when I die, I want you to cremate me. And I want you to smoke me. Honor my memory.
doctor, he's hallucinating.
You wouldn't honor your dad's final wishes?
My dad wants to be cremated too, and he wants something special done with his ashes, but it ain't that. And if it was,
I can guess.
no. What do you think it would be?
You're not going to like it.
Oh my
You
God,
know
you're
I'm
gonna say
probably
something
right.
racist.
It's not racist.
It is
It's in
racist.
character for him. What
You
is
know
that?
what? No.
What does
Before
that
you-
man love All right, all
Before
right.
you even
Two things
say
have to
it.
happen here. First of all, what does that man love more than anything else in the world other than his family?
Gardening.
You already said you can't smoke him, so what's the next thing?
I already know what you're gonna say, and I'm not gonna say it. He wants his ashes scattered
And
across
obviously-
all 3 bodies of water.
Obviously, you have to have. Damn, that is a hell of a mission to send you guys on. But,
No, the bodies of water he has traveled every day.
oh, I was like,
of
all
his
3
life.
oceans? So Atlantic,
All
Pacific,
3
and we got to go to
oceans.
Asia now?
Is that the only? How many oceans are there? Aren't there more than 3?
Oh, there's 3, right?
No, you're forgetting the Indian Ocean. Or, like,
Native American.
you're an idiot.
I would imagine that he would want his ashes. Obviously, you have to have the ashes in a container.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine that, yes, he probably did want, he lives at the beach, he wanted his ashes set out to sea. So I imagine he would want his ashes put into one of them personal watermelons. You hollow it out, you pour his ashes in, you put a cork in it, and you put it, watermelons float, you send it out to sea like a fucking message in a bottle.
He
But it's-
doesn't. He doesn't like the sea. He's talking about the bodies of water that he had to drive over every day over the bridges.
Okay, so he puts it there, and then it rolls down river, and you get...
No, you can't. I mean,
Watermelons float. You can do it. It'll float. You put his ashes in there. You put a cork in it. You drop it in the water.
okay,
it'll
but
float.
how are you going to guarantee that it floats through all 3 bodies of water?
Okay. Obviously, that's why you use the watermelon. Because over time, the watermelon will rot and deteriorate, thus releasing his ashes slowly over time as it floats. And some will hit a current and go this way, and some will hit a current and
you
go
can't
that
be
way,
sure of
and
that.
it will go there. It's God's will.
No,
God
it's
will
not.
make sure it happens.
No,
Because he
it's
is
not.
let us not forget, he is a religious man. See? It's God's will. Tell me I hadn't already
Anyway.
figured out y'all's problem for you.
Anyway,
You're welcome, by the way.
as someone who was taught by her father about respect, that's some disrespectful shit she did.
Wow.
Anyway, okay, go.
Like at 9:30 in the morning, I'm standing there like fully ready, like in a fucking gown. And I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana and then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is
And
that against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
Yes.
I
in
don't
some
know, dude.
Way, shape, or form.
And I'm just like, geez Louise, what did I rope myself into, right? What do you mean I'm being chained to the ceiling in a meat freezer in a gown right now at 9 a.m. downtown and this YouTuber just smoked their dead parent? What do you mean? Okay?
It's hard for me to talk about this.
In her defense, it is a hell of a way to start your day.
I mean, it is.
Bitch, I ain't even had my coffee yet. Can we chill on the cannibal cannabis talk until I've had my coffee? No cannibal cannabis talk until I've had my coffee. What the fuck? Yeah,
yeah.
I can. You told her. So you didn't even
Yeah.
like. It's not even like she saw your podcast. You went and made sure she knew and told her personally, and she's like, "Bitch, can you chill?"
Yeah. It's
You can't be this stupid. You
No, she's
can't be
not.
this stupid.
She's
Like this
not.
level of retardation was like. How are you allowed to have a YouTube channel without adult supervision? This is like this
like,
just.
to me, this is just the most disgraceful thing. Like, he's your dad. You can't. Why?
Look, you know Willie Nelson had children, right? You mean to
I
tell me that
assume.
Willie Nelson wouldn't want... I couldn't think of a better way to honor Willie Nelson.
I
Maybe
mean,
her dad
that's
was a
Willie
huge...
Nelson.
Maybe her dad was a Willie Nelson stan.
Maybe.
We don't know him. That's all I'm
Maybe.
saying. Benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was his final wishes that he get to possess the body of his daughter. Nope, that sounded weirder.
No, I was gonna stop you there, but you got it.
Okay, I'll let her go.
This. I'm just extremely still sensitive about this. But for me, it crossed a line. That's my dad. When you're vulnerable.
That is
So-
the bridge too far.
Commenting on the smoking of a relative is too far. But the act itself, totally fine.
That's fine.
So normal,
That's
you should be
fine.
able to tell people about it without them questioning
Yep.
it. They should just accept it. Cool, that makes sense.
That, sir, is where I draw the line.
Vulnerable, and you open up and you share intimate details about your life with the public. Like, you expect random people to be judgmental, but not your friends. It may not be something that they would do, but I wouldn't expect them to be mean or mock me. They were laughing.
Wait, how did you react to that friend being sexually harassed at work and using the wrong parlance when she described it to you? When she said those people at work instead of that individual, you just assumed she was talking about everybody. This sounds like the pendulum swung the other way. Like, you had to know this was coming. This is absolutely, like, you either have the world's biggest sense of entitlement or this is bait.
Two things can be true.
Laughing at me and calling me a cannibal. A cannibal? I honestly don't understand why Tana didn't just talk to me like if I was annoying her instead of blasting it on the internet on multiple podcasts. She didn't just go on one.
Like that thing you did?
Yes.
With the ashes? Where you blasted it on Twitter to advertise it and then performed the
provided
act
the info?
on a podcast? These are literally two things you did that she's now doing, only she didn't actually commit the act. She just talked about it.
Yeah, you are the one that put it out there for everybody because you knew what you were doing. My God.
You know, it is not the fact that you forced yourself upon me and took my virginity without my consent, but then you told everybody about it. I was fine with it happening, but telling people? That's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much. How dare you?
Podcast. She went on multiple podcasts and mocked me over and over and over again for views.
This is what
She
you
may
did
not
is worthy of
understand that
mockery.
People have been harassing me since I uploaded
For
the
views, you used your dad's ashes for views.
Clickbait, yes.
If this was really just a respect your dad thing, you'd have done it in private.
Yes.
Probably in a location that's not a weird pastel studio, but somewhere your dad would have probably wanted you to do it. I would
Yeah.
imagine if your
Yeah,
dad is
maybe.
weird enough to ask for this thing and you didn't just do it of your own accord, but giving a level of charitability you have not earned. Let's say for a moment your dad did ask you to do this. I imagine he probably wanted you to do it somewhere serene and peaceful, like his happy place. You
Or
know,
a favorite
go-
spot.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
like his
guys
favorite
used to go
spot.
to or
Probably
something.
somewhere outdoors, probably go meditate.
Yeah.
You know, up in the woods, up in a mountain, down by a lake, or something like that. Somewhere that would be your dad's favorite spot. I don't imagine on your deathbed your dad was like,
Juggalo concert.
I really want you to smoke my ashes.
Yeah.
In a pastel studio in front of a camera for the world to see. The same studio where you slandered Mr. Beast and baked all those pies. I can't think of a better place to have my final memory laid to rest.
You think she was wearing the Snuggie when she did it?
Yes, and make sure you're wearing the Snuggie, the one I bought you for Christmas that year.
The one from Tarjay.
Who's really being more disrespectful here? But
She
maybe
is.
her dad was a weirdo.
Maybe
he did ask for all
Maybe
those
he
things.
did. Maybe he did. And now he is at peace.
Ooh, and make sure you talk about it. Unzip the Snuggie just enough to show both your personalities on camera.
Was it unzipped that far when she first started?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just wasn't paying attention, I guess, to that.
Yeah. So make sure you unzip it just enough to show off your personalities. Both of
First
them.
episode of my podcast, just to give you guys an understanding of some of the judgmental comments that I have been receiving for months. I'm just gonna play a clip right here. It's of these three guys. They have a podcast where they usually just talk about sports.
Why are we
but
talking
they
about
took a
them
break
now?
from talking about sports to shit all over me and say some of the meanest, judgmental, and just, it's beyond cruel. Like, some of the things that they said is Like, my dad deserved to die and shit like that. Like, it's
Wait a minute. Okay. Didn't she just say that it hurt because it was Tana? She expected random people who didn't know her to have that, and she was prepared for that, and she didn't care. Why are we going on this tangent about three guys whose names you can't even mention because you don't know them, so they're clearly not friends of yours, that are saying what you're making out to be horrible shit, but I'm going to guess it's probably normal people reactions to it. This is probably going to be, if it's three guys on a podcast, I'm guessing it's like some sports or, jock guy podcast. Not the kind of thing that I'd be into, but I'm also willing to bet that they didn't say anything off the wall. I'm guessing, I haven't watched this. Maybe you're making it sound like they said the meanest shit ever. I'm guessing they probably had just normal people reactions to a weird internet thing being shoved in their face. But hopefully she shows a clip.
But I mean, if her friend saying what she said hurt her so much, she wouldn't have just been like, she said this and then gloss over and jump to these guys that I don't know.
Maybe her friend's fucking one of these guys. I'm sure it connects in some way. She wouldn't just go off randomly to talk about randos that she said wouldn't bother her 2 sentences prior. She wouldn't just do that.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't make
if it hurt her so much.
That wouldn't make any sense.
That her friend talked about.
I'm sure this is going to connect in some way. Let's give it a chance. Yeah.
just like straight up evil.
To me, that's a little bit over the top. Why wouldn't you just like roll one up and smoke it in his honor, I guess?
I mean, one, you're growing weed at your house, so I hope the authorities have berated that studio.
Okay, well, they're wrong there. She's in California, so we looked it up. That's illegal. But they probably aren't in California, so they don't know that. Yeah, he's right. Why don't you just roll one up and smoke one in his honor? Why does he have to physically be inside of it, though? Yeah, like I could, so far this is a normal person reaction. Oh, wait, did I say normal? Because she said, evil.
I mean,
evil. Evil. For those of you who are avid watchers of my channel, that's called a callback. Let us continue.
Oh, got taken care of that. Yeah, you deserve to go to jail. This is a jail time thing for me.
Really?
Your jail time are 6
The smoke in the ashes
under
is a jail time
supervision
thing.
of
That
some
one we did look
authority.
at.
You know, I
She
just
does
don't
need
know
supervision.
How we got here.
Okay, nothing evil so far.
At what
Seems
point
like
does
the
it
take
come
I
to your
had.
head, you know what?
Am
when
I
I
evil?
die,
Smoke me. Smoke me.
see, these are all things we said.
smoke me.
That guy
smoke
was
me,
a cult
daughter.
leader. 100%.
Some people are better off dead. I mean, it's just the truth. It might hurt some feelings, but you know, they just are.
Well, I mean, I just think his dying wish was terrible. I don't know if he did, you know. I
Well,
wouldn't say that.
Well,
I think that's a
I
little
mean,
bit
if
too
if
far,
that's your dying
in my
wish,
opinion.
how great was your? I mean, what?
I don't know.
I mean, they spread information and said, well,
That's a hypothetical if that was his dying wish.
Wait. You notice something?
What?
Where are we at in this video? 8 minutes in? 7 minutes, 50 seconds? Okay. Is it just me? Or in between these clips, is she progressively making herself look more and more distraught to add effect?
Like-
Is this performative?
Like
look
how?
look at her hair now.
Yeah.
Look at her hair now.
I mean, didn't she do a hair flip or some shit?
Look at how she looked in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now look at her now. With where we're at, okay? This is her after Alaska, okay? That was her when this started. So it seems like the sheer act, this is performative as fuck. The sheer act of talking about it has her so distraught that it's physically manifesting itself as she talks. Watch. That was her before she got to the topic, and now that she showed some of the evil clips.
I just assumed she did a random hair flip and doesn't realize.
No, that looks like messy. I just crawled out of bed. I'm so distraught. Oh my God.
I'm running my fingers through my hair because I'm,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. She seems like the type who wants attention that
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah. This feels performative.
Anyone who would, smoke their dad.
To get to the level she's at with her hair right now, that requires tears and just and all that. There's been none of that.
I mean, when
Not a
did that
single
happen?
tear has been shed.
Because I did notice it, but I was like, did she do a hair flip?
She
or
did it
something?
while the clip was playing. While we were watching the clip of those three guys.
No, she did it
messed up
before
her hair.
then.
Okay, all right.
It was
so
before then.
All right, so before the thing,
See?
it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
It's like progressively getting worse
Okay,
between
all right,
each
yeah,
between
it
each
is.
clip.
It
She
is
every time she
progressively
plays a
getting
clip, she
worse.
probably sees herself on a monitor and goes, "I can look a little worse. I can." So that there's a visual cue that she's getting more and more This is performative as fuck. This is theater kid shit.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is fucking theater kid shit.
Yeah, I don't know if
Holy
she's back
fuck,
there just
dude.
scratching in her head or what. I don't know.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, I mean,
It's,
busting it up.
it's
but-
not like it's subconscious. She's very aware of what
Yeah.
she's doing because she's not distraught. There's been not a single tear. She's obviously had time to rehearse this. So
like, since
also, her
this
podcast
happened-
isn't recorded live.
Yeah, that's true. But since, like,
She can do
how
another
much
tape.
time has lapsed between her dad dying?
Oh, that I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
I'm just saying, like, if my dad died, I'd be crying, like, for a while, for months upon months. If I'm talking about him, I'm probably gonna,
I know what it is. I know
What?
what it is. I know what it is. Her dad's inside her now. That's not her doing that. That's him. He's showing the world how unhappy he is. He's
muscling
manifesting.
up her head.
He's manifesting this. By the end of it, her hair will be floating and her eyes will turn solid black like in Supernatural, and then she'll talk in her dad's voice. and
If she
that's how this
says-
will end.
If she says her dad's name 3 times, is he going to appear?
I
Beetlejuice?
am Pazuzu. That's what's gonna happen. Her head's gonna spin all the way around, and then she's gonna sound like her dad, and her hair will start going Super Saiyan.
Is that what
yeah,
that is?
yeah. This is her
Okay.
dad. This is her dad. He's
Speaking
fighting for
through her.
control. He's fighting for control. She's struggling to keep it in. These may not even be her words anymore.
Might not be. They may
Spread
not.
information and said what I did was illegal. It's not. They said my dad was a
It
cult
was.
leader for doing this. They said he deserved to die.
It does sound like cult leader shit,
It does.
and one could argue most cult leaders probably do deserve to die,
Yeah, they
except
were-
for the Pope. He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good cult leaders. Yeah. All of that was a. It wasn't. They didn't say he
Very-
deserved to
yeah.
die. They were saying that sounds like some cult leader shit.
What he
he
said
was, he
what
deserved
he
to die.
said was he didn't even say he deserved to die.
No.
He said he'd be
He
better
said-
off dead.
Yeah, and he said
Which
some
is a
people deserve
different
to
statement.
Die. Yeah.
And then some people deserve to die, but he didn't say him specifically.
Yeah, him
but his original
specifically.
statement was he's better
Yeah.
off dead.
Yeah.
Now he could mean the world was better off. He could mean that man was unhappy. Maybe he's better off dead. That could mean a lot of things.
Yeah. Anyone
But-
who asks their daughter to, roll
Yeah,
them up and
that's
smoke 'em?
that is kind of telling us a lot about your dad. If your dad asked you to do that,
I
if you
don't
did
think
this
he
on your
did.
own, then
I think this was something you
then
did.
then your dad deserves to be reincarnated so he can beat your ass.
I know, right? Because obviously he didn't do it enough.
I understand that this is not a clip from Tana, but it's
There we go,
3
now.
friends, like her 3 friends sitting around, and they're saying something.
Wait. So it's not 3 of her friends. It's just
Is that the
she does a podcast with 3 friends. Here's a podcast where 3 people who are also friends, therefore the same.
That's the connection.
I think she
Full
might
circle.
be. I think she might be retarded. I think she might be legally retarded. I was leaning more towards this all being planned and performative, but my kids could find a better connection than that, and they're 10. Like, this is child logic. I think she
God
might
damn.
be retarded.
I was gonna say, don't insult children.
Yeah,
This
I'm
isn't even
sorry.
children logic. Like,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult my kids. I definitely don't want to leave them with the
I just
impression
mean
that
all
they should.
children.
I definitely don't want to leave them with the impression that they should smoke me when I die. So,
No.
got to make sure they know that now.
Yep.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yep.
Something that's in the realm of these hateful people. It's even within the realm. Like, they're saying it's illegal. They're
It is.
insinuating I'm a criminal for it. They're saying
You are.
I'm a cannibal. Like, the
Correct.
judgmental tone of that video.
Did you not Google this before you did it? It took me
No.
2 seconds.
No, she did not.
We did
She
it on
said,
stream.
What's the craziest shit I can do to get views?
We looked it up on stream. I read it
And
out
did
loud. It took me 2 seconds to find out that in the state where you live, smoking human remains is illegal. The pot smoking wasn't. It's the additive you put in there.
Never crossed her mind.
For instance, taking Sudafed, totally legal.
Making meth with it.
But if you boil it under certain conditions, it becomes something else.
That is highly illegal.
Jesse! Sorry.
It broke my fucking heart. And I think I just snapped and I just saw red. And I think Tana hit below the belt. Like, you do not mock your friend's dead dad. That is hurtful and that is mean.
Not mocking your dead dad.
It's fucked up.
And I'm pretty sure there was
She is.
there were no tears there.
She's pushing hard to get those tears out.
There aren't any.
I mean,
As
I didn't say she got some. I said she's pushing hard to get them.
as made up as her face is, I'm not.
Well, that's what all the jump cuts were for, so she could wipe
Oh,
her face.
so she could add her face.
Not
dry?
because she couldn't actually get a tear, and she had to do another take, and then couldn't do it again, and couldn't do it again, and now she's going to use the jump cuts as a, well, I had to take a moment to recompose myself. That's why there's so many
You
jump
see
cuts.
her hair.
Got worse,
Doesn't
didn't
it look a little more
yeah.
must?
Yeah, in between each cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, she's so distraught.
I shouldn't have anything to do with the Escape the Night story. She threw me in there as she was talking about her negative experiences on set, and I was a part of the negative experiences. Sorry, my dog is trying to find a seat. She's scratching around in her seat. This is why you have dogs.
Do not smoke your dog.
When your dog dies, don't.
I don't know his health condition. I can see that you're clearly attached to him and very distraught over his choice of seat. Pansino, I'm pleading with you, please. Do not smoke Sparky. Okay? Dog meat is just a name of a character in a video game. It's not an instruction manual.
She named him Sparky.
I don't
That
know.
doesn't
I don't know
bode
what her
well.
dog's name is.
She was just crying, though, wasn't she? And
She was, but-
she seems a little bemused, I would say.
Okay, the dog.
Because of the dog,
It's an emotional support dog.
and he's finding his
And
seat.
he will find a way to emotionally support her from beyond the grave. I love you, Fido. Oh, God, you taste like Alpo.
Does
Dogs
Alpo
sometimes
still
will just like do
exist?
silly things and they'll make you laugh and like they'll turn a sad day into a good one. It's been a weird week and I just want to
dogs.
say thank you because I've seen thousands of comments on T channels that have been supportive of me and
If your only means of support, that's not a good sign. If your
No.
only means of support came from fucking T channels, that is a red flag. For instance, if I start talking about a kink I have or some weird sexual thing I did, and the only people who were on my side were people who spent thousands of dollars on fursuits, that's not a good sign. I need to reevaluate my life choices.
Nope.
I've gone down a dark path.
understanding of why I feel the way that I do. Even people who don't agree with everything that I say, they at least are being supportive and understanding of why I feel the way that I feel, like they get it. And I just want to say thank you because this just sucks. People are like, well, you made a video to talk about her. Yes, in response, because she did it first. A lot of Tana's followers who just follow her blindly.
Wait a minute. Am I confused on the timeline here? Didn't she say that she had already talked about Tana beforehand when she was going through all the sexual harassment stuff?
I kind of
Wasn't she using that as a I had your back, and then when I needed
Yeah.
you did it? Didn't that come first?
I thought so. Oh.
Oh, I guess it didn't count because it it wasn't on a podcast. That was on a YouTube video. See, the smoking the dad's ashes, that was on the first episode
That
of
was
the
on the
podcast.
podcast.
So technically, she's right. She didn't talk about Tana on a podcast. It's just
talked
in a
about her
video,
on-
and that's not the same.
Okay. All right.
Splitting hairs
Gonna
here,
split
sweetheart.
that hair, but yeah.
Speaking of which, looks like she took the time to fix her hair there.
Yes, she did.
The dog made her feel better. This is all very performative. See, dog does something to make her feel better, and her hair returns to normal.
Yep.
Or maybe the dad is repelling the ghost. Maybe the dog is repelling the ghost as the dad.
Maybe.
He can sense it.
I
you
was
know.
gonna say
They
some
can-
dogs can.
They
probably
can sense
that.
things that we can't.
Yeah.
That's how I found Anne Frank.
Those German shepherds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Through everything that she does, they were saying, well, Tana wasn't mocking you. She didn't use you by name. What other
fair.
famous YouTuber has done what I did? It's a very unique thing. It's
Steve-O. I'm sorry, do you need me to keep going? You're not the first. This isn't a wholly original idea.
And
not hard to figure out. You know the tone, but you can see right through it. I'm not the only person who thought that this was messed up. There was other commentary channels who noticed it, clocked it, and said something. I'm going to play a clip right here of one of them.
I don't think Rosanna deserves the slander. Okay, she was just trying to make some conversation.
Like it's 9:30 in the morning, and
Who are these people?
I don't know.
I watch a lot of commentary YouTubers, and when she said commentary channels talked about it, I'm like, okay, usual suspects. Nicholas DiOrio, Turkey Tom, Chud Logic, Destiny. Like, where are we going? She picked the one that took her side. I'm guessing this is a T channel. And that chick and that guy, that's a dude. Let's call a spade here. I can't tell. The
Oh.
point is, you picked one. God. The point is, you picked one that agreed with you. Because
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of commentary channels. I've never seen this one.
And I'm sorry, but if that was your takeaway, I wonder about you. Because my takeaway would be, hold up. Who smoked what?
Clout farming.
Okay.
T channels aren't nearly as popular as her, so they're all going to agree with her in hopes
Yes.
that what she's doing right now will be what happens.
Yeah.
That she'll play their clip and they'll get exposure
Yeah.
because she has more subs and more viewership than they do.
Okay.
They don't actually care about her.
No.
No commentary channel actually cares about the people they comment on. They care about the thing they're commenting on. I care about the fact that you smoked your dad because that shit is hilarious.
that
and,
shit is
yeah,
crazy,
like
man.
that's something I do want to know more about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about you as a person.
No.
That's how commentary works. All I think of is Stanley from The Office. We ain't friends. I didn't think
I
about it.
didn't think about it.
Yeah. This shit's not real to me. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that I watch the internet drama stuff and comment on it like this because I am constantly amazed that this shit
This
is
is why
real.
reality TV was
Yeah,
so
this is the
big.
shit
I
that
mean,
blows my mind. 'Cause I'm like, wait, this is real. And then I'm glad I don't know you.
Yeah. It's a train
and I'm
wreck.
downtown, and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is
And
that against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
I
It's
don't know,
okay.
dude.
Stop.
Okay. And I'm just
Okay, all of you stop it.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
not
leave
a thing.
Rosanna Pansino
It is a
alone.
thing.
It was a touching, like,
Did no one Google this?
Nope.
Did no one Google this? Took
Not a one.
2 seconds to find out that that is the thing we all intrinsically knew to be true was true.
Yeah.
That sounds like a thing that should be illegal. Oh, look at
Anytime-
that. It fucking is.
Anytime a dead body's involved, 9 times out of 10, it's
If
illegal.
the thing you're doing with that body isn't
For
scattering
medical
ashes,
science?
no,
I don't know.
you as an individual. If the thing you're doing as a relative doesn't involve scattering of ashes or burying of bodies, it's probably illegal.
And you still need a permit.
And yeah, and even if it's not illegal, you need a permit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe that's something you can even get a permit for. let's stop there for a moment. I can't believe our government's like,
I was thinking
"It's
about that too.
fine, but as long as you pay us first.
Okay.
Permits ain't cheap.
How much do you think think it costs?
What, to get a permit like that? I
Yeah, to
imagine it
scatter
ain't
some
cheap.
ashes.
I imagine it ain't cheap. At least a couple $100.
God damn!
Have you never been to the permits office?
I mean, maybe once or twice, but I don't know.
Bitch, you can't
It's
get
been
a
long
permit.
time.
You can't get a permit to pay to. You can't get a permit to build a patio for less than 3 digits.
Damn, you know what? I'm calling my dad tomorrow. Look, man, I will keep you on the mantle, but I can't pay. You know.
I mean, that's where my grandma's ashes are right now. I don't smoke weed, for the record. If anyone says they caught me smoking my grandma, it is absolutely false.
Your,
There's a sweet
your grandma's ashes are in your daughter's room on her nightstand.
She don't smoke either. She's 10. Okay,
She says she's watching them for you.
they're in. She is grandma's protector.
Yep. They're
Okay.
in good hands.
And I can't think of anything more important to protect my grandma's ashes from than some pothead trying to get high.
Do you think
Like
she
even
got a
my
taste for
10-year-old,
it?
even my 10-year-old knows that's not okay.
Yes.
Even she would go, no, not my grandma. Like even she would freak out
Yeah.
and try to fight you. This is retarded. This is absolutely retarded.
gesture that she was.
Cannibalism? Do you know
Yeah.
what cannibalism?
That this many grown adults are acting like this is okay. I didn't have to tell my 10-year-old what to do with ashes for her to figure it the fuck out.
Nope.
Soon as I told her that's a person in there, she knew what's okay and not okay.
Yep.
Cannibalism is?
No, like ask Army.
And I
I just wanted to explain a little bit of why that
Just so we're clear. As long as we're Googling things. Do we
As long
know
as we're Googling.
do we know what cannibalism is? I'm sure they're thinking eating. But let's
Yeah.
let's go with
But, I mean,
define
cannibalism.
cannibalism.
Yeah, I was going to say there's 2 N's.
All right. There's a looks like it has multiple
So you have
definitions.
to.
Here we go. Merriam-Webster. Let's go there. Let's get
Okay.
all of them. Okay. Couple of definitions. Number 1, the ritualistic eating of human flesh by a human being, the eating of flesh by an animal or another animal, or the act of cannibalizing something. What is cannibalizing? Cannibalizing. To take or salvage something for use of something else, blah, blah, blah. To make use of in building, repairing, or creating something else. Let's see which one they could be. Practice cannibalism. To cannibalize one unit for the sake of another of the same kind. It would technically fall under the definition of cannibalism. Under that, it would.
Salvageable parts and whatnot.
Well, of the same kind. So you're repurposing your dad's parts to become part of your
Yeah.
own. Yes, that would be
Yeah.
cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Technically,
technically,
it's true. It's not what most people. It's not what most people think of because they think of the act of eating, but
Yeah.
ingesting would be the same thing. Even if you go with cannibalistically as a as an adverb to describe something. Yeah, it could technically be seen that way.
It could.
It's not the traditional meaning, but
Yeah.
it's arguably cannibalism.
Yeah.
You could argue against it, but you'd probably lose that argument. It can be taken that way.
Yeah.
it made me feel so upset, and I hope you guys have a better understanding of that. And I totally get that not everyone will understand. I actually agree with Trish. I just saw on her latest video that she posted that I don't want to make drama videos going back and forth and back and forth. Like, I reached out privately to Trish.
Bitch, you spent 6 months on Mr. Beast.
I feel like you do want to make drama videos.
She didn't want to. Somebody made her do it. Somebody
Was it the spirit of her dad
had a gun to her head.
or the dog?
Maybe that was before he died.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe that's how he died. He was
The
holding
dog?
no, he was
No.
holding a gun. He was holding a gun to Pansino's head to make her make those videos, and she saw
snapped.
red. She snapped.
That's how she's getting rid of the evidence. Anyway,
Jesus. I mean, bitch, you made fucking drama videos for 6 months straight. It's the only reason anyone who isn't looking for a recipe for, you know,
Pies.
who isn't looking for a pie recipe or some bullshit knows who you are.
we don't even know if she made pies, but you made pies.
She looks like a pie maker.
You made pies. Okay.
Trish and apologize for anything that I said that upset her. I told her in my message that I thought she agreed with Tana about being illegal and a cannibal, and I thought they were sitting
Both
together
those
and
things are
laughing
arguably
and
true.
making fun of me on her podcast.
I walk in and I love but it's 9 a.m. downtown LA and I haven't slept for an hour and she's telling me about how she just and I podcast about this and then all the comments are like she's talking about never do that. She's lying and I'm like, why? Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
I have a text that says that. She texted me that's what she was doing. Yeah.
But after hearing
Sounds
Trish's
like you-
response, I believe her. I believe that she wasn't judging me or making fun of me. I'm not.
Okay, so this is where your standards are. You will smoke your dad.
Tell everybody about it.
You will do drama content for 6 months
Yep.
as your claim to fame to give you a large boost in subscribers, but you don't want to do drama content.
Nope.
And the person in all of this that you believe out of that entire group is the girl who is currently pretending to be Jewish for clicks. Before that, I think she was pretending to be Arab. She's
likes
a
to
known
pretend.
grifter. The known
Yep,
grifter is the
okay.
one that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Oh God.
this is becoming a parody of itself. Can you rename your podcast to The Onion? The Runyon? Because she wants.
Yes. Yes.
upset with Trish. I am upset with Tana. I also told Trish that I was sorry to hear about what happened to her downtown LA because I didn't know that information. She shared her deeper feelings about it, and then I shared my deeper feelings with her. I expressed to her that I grew up in a very poor area with a very high crime rate. And this is something that's sensitive to me too because I was constantly talked down to and treated very poorly for much of my life because of it. So to hear people
That's
like
why she
Tana
smoked her
talk
dad.
down about the people who live downtown as in the rickets of LA, it just brought back a lot of hurt.
You walk in and the production company is all men from like the rickets of Los Angeles.
Tana was talking about them like they were less than. She was saying like, ew, gross, I have to work with people that are from the rickets of LA.
Like, and it was just like very creepy. Like I just, the vibes with every interaction I had with every single person.
A lot of people don't understand.
Is that like a area?
Yeah, it's like an area. It's like basically saying they're from a bad part of town.
I was just. I mean, I've
But
only
I
heard
still
of
feel like
rickets
it's one of
as
those
the-
common parlance thing where you, like, we commonly make fun of fucking people from Florida.
Yeah, we do.
Florida man's a meme for a
Yeah.
reason. Every man in Florida is not Florida man.
But it seems like there's
But
an
you
awful
meet some
lot of
people and you're like, they're from Miami.
Yeah.
They're from that part of Florida. And you're like, oh, that's where Florida man lives. Yeah, like, it's, I don't know. I feel like I still feel like you're grasping the straws.
Yeah,
here.
I do too.
I mean, she was just saying that she felt creeped out by him. And
Yeah.
that could mean a lot of things. Maybe it's something they did. Maybe it's the way they
And I
looked.
do not believe you grew up poor. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you did. What's your definition of poor?
Good question.
Where I grew up and how I grew up because it's honestly something that I don't really want to think about. I've worked really hard to get to the place I am now in life, and I feel more comfortable opening up about my past.
Pansino, I'm gonna reach out to you here. All right, creator to creator. Extend an olive branch, if you will. Don't smoke it. I'm gonna extend an olive branch for a minute here and just say, look, if you do want to talk about your childhood, where you grew up, with somebody you think might understand, I can promise you that as weird and poor as you think yours was, mine will make it seem normal. I am more than happy to talk about my childhood and let you know
Hers doesn't
that
hold a candle to it.
yours was probably more normal than you realize. I've helped many of people with this story. I don't like talking about it myself, but I feel like it's my cross to bear. Like, that's my purpose. Like, I can now wield that. What's the term you people use? I'm from that community. My traumatic past
Yes.
as
Your
a
trauma.
weapon. My trauma. I can
Yeah.
wield my trauma as a weapon for good. And I will be more than happy to share that story with you and answer any questions you might have. And don't worry, I'm not farming you for content. It'll be a private call and no one will ever know we spoke. Just, I'm here if you need to talk.
That's very kind of you.
I'm here if you need to talk. I'm here if you need to talk.
Many stories about that, but a story that really hurts my heart is one time my sister and I were hanging out with some new friends, and someone asked my sister where she was from, and she answered them, and they went, ugh, turned around, turned their back to her, and just walked away.
My brother pushed me off a roof. In high school, so you want to talk about people talking about where they're from, give you a little taste of what you're getting here. We got old enough to drive to high school. My brother was 10 minutes late to school every day, despite the fact that we arrived on time. He would pull the lever on the side of the chair to lay the seat all the way back as I pulled in so no one would see him with me. He didn't want to be seen in that car. And he never told people we were related despite us having the same last name. The people that turned their back and walked away from you
You didn't know him.
didn't have to ride home with you at the end of the day.
Nope.
Just, perspective.
And that's how we were treated because of where we were born. My family didn't have a lot of money growing up. I grew up with Molly 2 blocks from the projects. If you walked out the front door of my house, my neighbor 2 houses down ran a chop shop. My neighbor 3 houses down on the corner were 2 neighborhood boys that we grew up with, who one of them got involved in a gang and they were violently killed in the street. My other neighbor raised dogs, Rottweilers, to fight them, and one of them got loose. And when I got off the school bus in elementary school with one of my friends, we were walking home from school, and one of the Rottweilers attacked her in our front yard. Blood everywhere. My dad had to run out and break it up, and the amount of violence and just shit that I've seen at such a young age and for such a long time. They have meth labs blowing up all the time. My high school even got shut down multiple times. Like, we had a drill for when a meth lab would blow up down the street, and we had to cancel sports practice because too many chemicals of drugs were in the air. Like, this was a common thing at my school.
Based? Sorry, so you grew up in a shitty neighborhood. Lots of kids grow up in shitty
yeah.
neighborhoods. It's not an excuse
wouldn't
for
be
your
the
actions.
first.
It's not an excuse for your actions. I'm glad you worked hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of us do too. But you can't lean on it forever as a crutch. I don't know,
No.
bitch, get therapy. I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you. Again, my line's open. I'm here if you need to talk.
Time at a friend's party, there was a drive-by in the house that I was in. But even though
Whoa, drive by in the house?
In the house?
Like they drove through the house itself? How big was this front door?
It was one of those double ones,
I'm sure she meant past the house.
Past the house, yeah.
I don't know how much of this I believe. I don't
I
know how
don't
much
know.
of you I can trust at this point.
I don't know either.
This all sounds like shit you saw in movies growing up.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it. Let's see, drive by. Oh. It's like
Dog attack.
It's like every Friday movie.
Yep.
Meth lab. When
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad come out?
Breaking Bad.
When did Breaking Bad come out? At school? That? Was it your chemistry teacher? Was it the chemistry class where it was?
Yep.
What were the other things she mentioned?
Dog attack. and Chop Shop.
Chop Shop?
Mm-hmm.
Fast and Furious.
Yep.
Also, Chop Shop? It's a legitimate business, man. My dad ran a junkyard too. Well, he had a junkyard. I wouldn't say ran it.
I was gonna say, I don't think he ran
Has
it.
a junkyard.
Yeah, has a junkyard. That's where I go with that.
He doesn't sell it though. That's his junk.
You best not touch it.
I might need it one day.
Though those communities have a lot of issues, they have a lot of good people. To hear someone in a privileged position dehumanize people from those communities, like where I grew up, it triggers me.
It's a statistics game, sweetheart. It's numbers. For every one of you good people that made it out, how many of them end up becoming criminals?
Yeah. There's a reason
I grew
it's
up poor
hard to
too.
get out.
I grew up poor too, and I had a lot of friends who grew up poor. I was also in a bad neighborhood. Two of us, count on one hand the number of us that aren't in jail to this day. I can't really blame anyone from outside that environment judging that environment for what it produces when it produces more of that than this. You're old enough to understand that.
Yep.
You can call it dehumanizing if you want, but what you can't call it is inaccurate. Let's just call a spade here. Those communities do need help. And it's the community's fault that those people end up like that. But to say that those communities produce that, if it's factually true, I mean, yeah, it's a bit dehumanizing. It's not fair to the people that live there. It is a problem that needs to be addressed, probably on a governmental level.
Yeah.
But right now, and at least when you were growing up,
This is where we're at.
that's what happened. Those people didn't make that up. That fucking view they have of that neighborhood exists for a reason. And unless you got some numbers, which I'm guessing you're not going to show that, you know, the stereotype's been exaggerated and they're wrong, then it sounds like this is one of those cases where a negative stereotype can actually help. Because if it becomes so stereotyped, this is how attention gets brought to it. If it becomes a running joke for long enough and people recognize that it's a problem and it's this problem that's out in the open that everyone knows, well, if it's out in the open and everyone knows it, more people are going to try to do something about it. It might actually help to have the stereotype. This is one of those cases. I mean, isn't that what happened to the Bronx?
Yeah, I think
From what I hear, the Bronx is a pretty nice place now.
Yeah.
Because it was used in movies for so long as the default ghetto of 90s movies.
Yeah.
That
It
the
was.
government got tired of being the shittiest tourist attraction on the East Coast and decided to fix it.
What is it? The city near the one that we lived near was what, the murder capital for a while?
Yeah.
And now, no.
Yeah, it turns out when you have a bad rap, then the people who aren't responsible for that rap happen and decide to do something about it because they're tired of being associated with the bad thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes negative stereotypes can invoke change.
Because it's not right. I've thought about it a lot, and I do understand that
Think
Tana
more.
or Trish may not want to go to a less than safe area. The thing that I'm not okay
Who the
with
fuck
is
would?
dehumanizing people who live there. Saying, I hate working on sets where the people, you know that they came from the rickets of LA, because that is not fair to people. There are so many good people that lived in.
Life ain't fair.
Yeah.
You, of all people, should know this if your childhood went the way it went.
Yeah.
And if we lie to ourselves and say that they're all, if we assume that they're all good, then we leave ourselves open for the bad
was
thing
gonna
to
say,
happen.
that's,
If we assume that
reckless.
it's one of those situations where if I assume everyone's bad, and then worst case scenario is I was wrong and bad thing doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If I assume everyone's good, worst case scenario is I was wrong and now I'm dead.
And now, yeah.
It's not a hard equation to figure out.
my community and many other impoverished
That's
areas.
why I
that is
question
not
whether or not she actually grew up in
okay.
that.
Check your privilege. I'll end the podcast soon. This has gone on for a while, but I did watch Trisha's response to everything, and I could tell that she was really upset about the situation. And
It's everyone I know that grew up like I grew up. and they grew up in poor neighborhoods like that, or in the projects, ghetto, whatever you want to call it. They don't get offended when you talk about people from the projects or the
No.
ghetto. They get it. They
get it.
I understand why you think that.
Honestly, they usually make a joke or something.
And some of them will even be the ones to be like, you don't want to go there?
Yeah.
He's from there. I'm the first one to say it. If I meet someone from where I grew up and where I was from, I'm wary of them too.
Yes.
Because I'm like, are you one of the ones that turned out like me? Or are you one of the ones that turned out like Rob, who's doing 20 to life right now? That's a guy I went to high school with. Yeah, it's just, I know where you came from, which is why I'm cautious.
yeah,
I know
mean,
firsthand what that community produces, and that's why I'm cautious. This sounds like someone who's doing poverty tourism. This doesn't sound like someone who actually lived it. I'm sorry. I don't know
even
how
think
much of
she
this I
did
believe.
Poverty tourism. Like you said, I think maybe she's, just thinking of stuff that she's seen on TV.
As I mentioned before, I wrote her a private apology because I really do care about her as a friend. My whole family genuinely loves her family, and I really hope that we can fix things. Also, watching the response, I love Moses. I really love Moses. I do disagree with some of what he said, like saying that Tana's stories are entertaining and not serious, just because when she's talking about something so serious like sexual harassment, and then all the other things around it are exaggeration and lies, I think it just gets...
Right, she earned that. I've heard the stories she told in the past where she laughs about a thing that happened to her, and you realize she's describing sexual assault, and then somebody points that out to her, and she's like, oh no, it's fine. Like, it's when you exaggerate stories and you make them sound as bad as they are, and then you dismiss the crime that you accidentally just described, you can't get mad at other people for assuming that she's doing that again. This is the Tana that cried wolf situation here.
One of her times.
Yeah, this is the Tana that cried wolf situation here. Like, she earned that rep all by herself. So, no sympathy there.
No.
really messy, like messy's the water. And I think that
Yeah, that's what she's done.
it's fine to be entertaining and embellish things if you're telling a story maybe about like a Thanksgiving dinner with your friends, something more lighthearted, or you're out at dinner or out at a nightclub, or, those things are very harmless. But when you're
You can do it with harmful things. As someone who's done stand-up and exaggerated things for effect, you can do that stuff, and it's fine. It's fine to do it with serious topics. The thing that most good comedians do, or someone who's telling a joke about it for effect and blah, 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 and realizes they're talking about a serious topic, does one thing Tana didn't do, is at the end you go, that ain't exactly how it went down, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah, they clarify that,
clarify
hey,
that.
I probably exaggerated, or they'll even tell you, look, I exaggerated it a lot for effect, but it was bad. Like, like they put the caveat at the end to let you know that most of this story was entertainment, but it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And people tend to understand that phrase because that's how movies work. It's based on a true story, but they exaggerate everything around the
Artistic
yeah,
license.
like the characters and some of the events are true, but we exaggerated the fuck out of them because it's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, people understand that. It's when you don't caveat it and you try to play it all off as being the genuine article from start to finish, and don't preface it by saying it's an exaggeration. Or even if you do the opposite and go, that's what happened, guys, it's true. And then people found out you lied. I can't blame them for calling you a fucking liar.
Yeah.
you're talking about sexual harassment on your friend's production set, and you're slandering the rest of the crew, which can get them fired. They can lose their jobs, their livelihoods. Like, that's how they feed
That's
their
fair.
family. I think that there does need to be some separation between lies and exaggerating and embellishment and having a serious...
What needs to happen? I hate how like all the blame goes on the person making the accusation. I mean, or saying like the bad thing happened because of you. When what we should be saying is someone making accusations like that shouldn't be enough to get someone fired.
No.
You should have to prove it.
Yeah.
You should there should be an investigation. There should be a follow-up. It can't just be celebrity said you did thing, you lost job.
Yeah.
I'll admit that probably could happen, and you're right. She's wrong if she did that. She's a piece of shit.
Well, there has to
But
be
the deeper
some
problem is the
evidence.
fact that like she has that power when she shouldn't.
Yeah.
conversation about a serious topic and a serious issue. That was the point I was trying to make in my first video, and I definitely missed the mark. I'm just going to reiterate it again. When Tana told me what happened to her on set, I believed her. I even said that in my original video that I'm choosing to believe her, even though she said terrible things about me. Even though she's out there mocking my dead dad, I am still choosing to believe her. I am very much.
You smoked him. You smoked him.
You disrespected your dad.
How is
You.
what she did worse than what you did? Jesus Christ, he killed 6 people. Yeah, but did you hear the jokes Bill Burr made about it? My God, so disrespectful. What is this?
God.
Compartmentalizing these things, and I'm doing my best to do so. Quote Tana, 2 things can be true. I believe something terrible happened to Tana. I also know that she slandered an entire crew who were innocent. The last thing.
This just sounds like you
Yes.
going on a rant for like 30 minutes.
2 things can be true.
Yes.
I believe you believed you were honoring your dad by smoking his ashes. I also believe that the act of smoking a relative's ashes is disrespectful.
Yep.
Both of those things can
They
be true.
thing that I'm going to say before we end the podcast today is this is just a note to Oscar. I just want to thank him for bringing something to my attention. This is about a tweet that I accidentally hearted. I saw a clip of him talking about this, but he said that I had hearted a shady comment, and I just wanted to thank him for bringing that to my attention, because as soon as I saw that and I read through it, then I unhearted it because that was an honest mistake.
Honest mistake. Find out. I don't heart things on Twitter. I'm just going to pull up the first tweet here in my feed. Okay. So what were you trying to do that you accidentally hearted it? Were you trying to hit the reply button and leave a comment?
Yeah.
Were you trying to
reshare?
Reshare? Or heart?
I mean,
Those
they're
3
kind of
buttons.
far away. I mean, maybe she was on her phone. Maybe she accidentally hovered.
Maybe even if I make the window as small as I can.
Yeah.
There's still a good inch worth of screen space between these things, between the comment and the like button. Even if she's hitting reshare, that's still like a 1/4 inch. Like you and they highlight a different color when you highlight over them.
Yeah.
What exactly were you trying to click on to lead to this mislike? And how do you not notice you liked it? Because it's gonna I like this one.
Maybe it was
that stands out. It stays a different color and jumps out of the screen at you. You should immediately notice it, and you should have unliked it fast enough that
can't
no
you
one.
Unlike it?
Yeah, she could. If it was a misclick, you would have probably noticed immediately
and unliked it.
And unlike it, because it makes it painfully obvious, as you can see right here, that I've liked a thing. Now that I've liked it, it's going to show up on my profile under my likes. But I can click that, and then it doesn't show up. So are you saying people saw it within the 3 seconds it would have taken you to notice it? Because I don't see how you don't immediately notice that. Even on your phone, like that's... I can't even imagine how you could... You got your phone?
It's over there, plugged up.
Grab your phone. I want to see where this is at on mobile. Or can we pull up the mobile version of the website so I can just see it here? Okay, let's just do mobile.x.com. Let's see if it pulls up the mobile version. No, it doesn't.
No.
I will like that though.
Oh my God.
Look at that. It's wintertime.
Yes, it is.
Look at what they made her wear.
Uh-huh. They made her wear that. Yep.
Misogyny. Oh, people liked and retweeted. I smoked my dad. This is what I've named this stream. Okay. I don't see how you accidentally do that. It's going to show up in your notifications. It's going to show up under your likes. It's going to change the color of the heart thing so it stands out under it. There's like so many signs that you've done this. You should have noticed quick enough to remove the like.
Yeah.
And then no one would have noticed you did it. I'm not saying it's not possible.
What is the tweet that she
It's not.
liked?
I don't know. I don't. Can we find it? Let me see if I can find it. So probably wouldn't be able to find it. Now, I don't even know the person she's talking about. And if she's unliked it, it's not going to show up on her profile anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the point, is you should have unliked it almost
Yeah.
immediately, and then no one would have
And
even
then no
known
one
it
would have been no
happened.
wiser. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never accidentally liked something, but I've heard of people doing it, and then they immediately unlike it. Like, I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I
I just don't understand how you conveniently didn't notice.
Actually,
You
yeah, I
accidentally.
have done that on my phone before, and you notice it because it turns a different color.
Yeah, it stands
And then
out
you
to you,
just
and it
undo
puts it
it.
in your notifications, and it puts it on your profile. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's there. I think you also get notified if other people like it or like start replying to it. Like it basically puts you in the know about that tweet. Like there's so many warning signs. I don't understand how you don't notice you accidentally liked something until you get called on it. Sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah.
And a bad one at that.
When the video came out, we were traveling back to the States. We were going between planes. I had not slept in a day. I am dyslexic. And
Okay, this is how you know someone's lying. When instead of giving you the one reason, which she had
There
already
is a
done,
list of
they give you
reasons.
all
Yeah.
the reasons. So that there's this compound of, oh, it's not just I accidentally hit the like button and didn't notice. It's I hit the like button and didn't notice. And I didn't notice because I was tired, because we'd been flying, because we've been drinking, and I hadn't had enough sleep. And there was an alien invasion outside, and Will Smith was yelling at the president to
And
make a
don't forget,
speech. And
she's
I had to,
dyslexic.
and I'm dyslexic. Yeah. That's a telltale sign.
Oh, wait, does dyslexia affect
No.
like shapes?
No.
I didn't
no.
think it did.
No, it doesn't affect your ability to see right or left. It doesn't affect any of that. It's specifically, well, there's different types of dyslexia, but the most common one, which is probably the one she's referring to, is it's specifically words or letters. Like I do it sometimes too. I don't consider myself dyslexic, but every now and then I'll put, it's not letters for me, it's whole words. I'll put the words out of order. And then that's why I make a habit to proofread, and then I go back and change them most of the time.
I mean,
Sometimes I do miss it.
Our
But-
eldest did it
but-
for a while with certain letters. when
Yeah,
she was in
but you can't go speeding
kindergarten.
on the highway and tell the cop you were dyslexic, so you couldn't read the speed limit signs. Okay?
No,
Or
that's not going to help.
I turned left on a red light instead of right because I'm dyslexic.
That's not going to get you out of a ticket.
These are
No.
when people start giving you this fucking laundry list
Yep.
of shitty excuses. That is a telltale sign that they
they're-
have a guilty conscience because they
Yeah.
got caught doing a thing, and they can't just own up to the thing they did.
What is it they say? You can point out a lie because it's too detailed. There's too much information.
Yeah, if it's true,
Yeah.
people just give you. If it's true and the person honestly believed it wasn't a big deal, then they'd give you a not a big deal answer.
Yeah.
When they try to cover all of their bases to make sure that you can't refute it, they're lying.
They're lying,
9 times
yeah.
out of 10, they're lying.
when the video came out, there was comments coming in and forth, and
She's still
I
going with
was
explanations.
literally in between flights.
Nope, there's another
hearting
one.
What I thought were supportive comments, and in this instance, I made a mistake. So then when I saw that, I was like, "Oh
Took
no,
10
that's
sentences
not
to get
what
to
I
that.
meant." So Oscar, I just want to let you know, I own that mistake. It was an honest mistake. I skimmed it. I learned a lesson there, and it's one I'm
She's
never
added
going to
another
forget.
one.
I'm not going to
Skimmed
be
it.
hearting things.
She's still adding stuff
when
to it.
I'm
She's
traveling and running from.
You're seeing her think of ways that people could have
Yes.
been like, well, did you not read it? She's hearing the responses in real time in her head and refuting them as she gives her explanation. She's lying.
Yeah.
She hearted
she
it.
is.
She liked it. She knew she liked it. And then she got called on it and realized how bad it looks. And instead of just admitting that I agreed with it at the time, but now that I've thought about it, like that should have been the real answer. Is, look, at the time I agreed with it, but I didn't give it much thought. We're almost done. But I didn't give it much thought. And after thinking about it again later, I unhearted it because I no longer agree with it.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's the mistake. The mistake is you agreed with something without thinking it through, and then you thought about it and said, you know what, actually, that does sound fucked up. And then
yeah.
that's what really happened. That's the reality.
Just
that's
say,
what you should
I
own
liked
up to.
it, and then I thought better of it.
That's what you should
Honestly.
own up to.
Yeah.
From gate to gate on no sleep. Like, that is just not a good idea. And I fat fingered a lot of things at the airport that day.
You know,
Still explaining.
okay, like when she accused Mr. Beast of CP, and then she showed it, what she believed to be a child at the time, an underage person, turned out to be a picture of Ivanka Trump when she was of age. She was 19. So it wasn't even CP that she was showing.
No.
So,
Hey, why was she showing this?
because she believed at the time, well, she had censored it.
Oh, okay.
But she unnecessarily censored a thing. She did no research on it. And you believed something wrong at the time, so you said it, and then later you have to go, oh, well, I didn't do my research. You got to backpedal on it.
Yeah.
Same thing happened here. You have a history of this. You believed something at the time when you read it. You didn't read it through or get the full context. Then you got the full context and realized that makes me look bad. And instead of backpedaling, you're coming up with excuses, which I believe is the same thing she did during the Ivanka Trump thing. She never actually said, oh, well, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I should have done more research. She never actually owned it. She was like, oh, yeah, that is what happened. I remember now, because in the video she said, well, they believed it was CP when they shared it. So they thought they were sharing CP. So I wasn't lying when I said they shared CP. They thought that's what they were doing, which means they would still do that. So technically I'm still, yeah, she can't own up to a fucking mistake. She can't own up to a fucking mistake.
Okay.
I actually started following a bunch of my haters because I misclicked. I meant to mute them or block them, and I accidentally ended.
How many misclicks? She just said I followed a bunch of my haters. How do you misclick that many fucking times?
Yeah.
She's just adding more to this to make her one misclick seem not as important, because now she's she's given every excuse in the book, and now she's establishing a pattern of, oh, I misclick all the time. This was just one of many. She's establishing a pattern, which isn't the out you think it is. It makes you look like a fucking moron.
Yeah,
just say you liked a tweet and then you changed your mind.
Yeah.
You're a human being. We can do
Just
that.
say I misunderstood the tweet.
Just
or
say I
whatever.
misunderstood the context. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time. I thought he was talking about something else. And when I realized that, oh shit, he meant this, I unclicked it. I unliked it.
Yeah.
Just like,
that
I liked a
simple.
picture of a girl, but I didn't realize that girl was underage at the time. The minute I learned her age, I unclicked it. That probably happens to a bunch of dudes.
Probably.
I just like you didn't realize Ivanka Trump was of age. Just say you made a mistake. It's fine.
Ended up following a bunch of them. So for those haters who I'm now following,
And she still doesn't
that's
unfollow them.
why.
I was gonna say,
Honestly,
why
my
are you
team
still
does a lot of my
following them?
social media, and when I do it, it's usually a disaster. Another thing that I want to say
And another
is
excuse.
that I do agree with a lot of people saying that we should work on our relationship in private. I have a really large Italian family, and we get into fights and disagreements sometimes, which is challenging, but I am not one.
A baba da boopy. I click it and like it, a baba da boopy. I like it and tweet it. Baba da boopy. What is?
Boopity boppity. I don't know
What
what,
did you?
being
What did you
Italian
fucking
has to do
smell
with anything,
linguine
but-
and it just made you go nuts? What does being Italian have to do with anything? How many fucking excuses are we gonna use?
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
To throw away a relationship over a disagreement or a miscommunication. Like Trish said, we are closer friends
lasagna.
off camera than we are on camera. We hang out more privately because our friendship is
Well,
not
probably not
focused
now.
on business or views. That's not what I care about. I hope that she knows.
You're that weird
if she
friend who
needed
smoked her dad.
anything, even right now, I would be there in a heartbeat. I also keep it real with my friends. Like, if I'm with a friend at a restaurant
You
and they're
do
having
not.
a bad day and they snap at a waitress, I'm that girl who's going to tell them, like, hey, that's not cool, knock it off, and you need to apologize. And I'm also that friend to give them a big hug and show compassion because I can see that they're going through something.
You're also that friend to fact check them and then see red and snap in your own words and rant about them in a podcast.
Yeah. I can tell you're not. You're not all the things that you're saying you are.
Do you know what people don't go on rants about how good they are?
Good people.
I don't. Damn it! Where was the speech? Wasn't there a speech in was there a speech in one of the Marvel movies where Captain America talked about how wholesome, righteous, and just he was, so that we all knew it? What did that speech ever happen? Did Captain America do that?
I don't recall that.
I've read the Bible. Where in the Bible did Jesus have the speech about how righteous,
How
and
dope he was,
good
huh?
he was? Yeah, and that you guys can believe me,
Yeah.
because I'm the type of guy. I don't remember Jesus having an "I'm the type of guy" speech.
He's this guy. Yeah. He's that kind of guy. Yeah.
I don't hate people for making mistakes. I love my friends, but I don't allow them to mistreat people. And that's on all sides. Like Trish in a response
Like you
video
mistreated your
asked,
dad's corpse.
why do I need to insert myself? I spoke up about Tana slandering innocent crew members, just like I would stand up against a friend punching down at a waitress.
And she
like, I'm
spoke
gonna
up
stand
about her
for someone
friend
punching
disrespecting
down
her
on
parents'
innocent
corpse.
crew members. I'm not going to stand for it. Two wrongs don't make a right. It was wrong what
Depends on
happened
the
to Tana
wrongs.
on that set. It was also wrong for her to slander innocent members of that crew. And it hurts me to see Trish upset. I hate that. Like in her response when she started talking about Colleen, she knows that I did not know about Colleen's behavior in any way or participate. The shit she was doing pissed me off. Colleen hid that from me because I am the friend who would say something and say that that's fucked up.
I am the one who knocks. Sorry, getting some Heisenberg vibes now.
I'm the fucking Lizard King.
Say my name. Ooh, the ego's coming through hard right now.
Yes. Jeez.
I am that good person. I did it for my family.
Colleen lied to me by keeping her true character very private. This whole thing sucks, and I really want Trish to know that I had no idea about her history with downtown LA. I just reacted to what I saw, how they were talking about downtown LA. I just call it like I see it. I had no idea about her bad experiences and what.
I want to ask her thoughts on South Africa.
Oh, God.
Want to ask her thoughts about these places that have bad raps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these third world countries. You know, run by rebels and filled with abuse and actual slave labor and stuff. What kind of people do they produce? Like, how do you feel about those places?
Oh, God.
Let's talk about your experience with stuff. So you've never misjudged a place ever? You've never heard the stereotypes and just leaned into it and erred on the side of caution?
Yep. Oh, she's never done it. She's a good person.
I want to see how she reacts to just a big old African man with an accent approaching her and speaking an angry African language. Are you gonna try to communicate with him? Be like, hey, how can I help you? Or is he gonna be just take what you need? Please don't hurt me.
What she went through. If I would have known that, then I wouldn't have thought that was a snotty comment. And that's the only mean thing I said about Trish. I thought the comment was snotty. And now I know that that's not really her experience and her situation. I totally understand. I want people to know that I am proud of Trish
here if you need
and
to
for her
talk.
growth. And that she's also never seen my angry side because 90% of the time I am a very happy person. But I'm also human. You know, I experience other.
I'm happy.
I knew that was coming.
What do we know about people who have to tell other people how happy they are?
They're usually not happy. Oh.
Emotions, sadness, frustration, anger. And I think that that's the first time that she's ever seen me angry. And I think it kind of knocked her off guard. Like, I've seen her angry in many videos, many of times. And I understand it. Those are human moments. Those are human emotions and reactions. It happens. I just really hope that she can understand that I genuinely care about her. And I really want to work it out and fix things. And
There is nothing sincere about this person.
2 sentences before that rant, she goes on a speech about how she knows her and they're way closer in real life than they are on camera.
Mm-hmm.
All the times she's referring to and all her experience with her have been her on camera. And Tana's never seen her angry. It doesn't sound like you guys know each other that well.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound like you.
So you've never
You're
got
that
angry
close.
off camera? I'll believe you never got angry on camera. You can do multiple takes and you can script shit out. But in real life, when you guys are hanging out, like you've never got angry ever?
Nope. Never happened, no. Maybe
It's
she
just-
bottles
I
it
can-
up.
Like my bullshit detector is going off the
Deep down.
fucking scale right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah.
that I genuinely care about her and I really want to work it out and fix things. And I agree with her. I don't want to go back and forth making these videos. I just think that this is stupid.
Yes, she
and
does.
I also want
Yes,
to
you do.
clarify that if anyone is talking about me on their channel, I have a right to speak up and express my feelings.
Ooh, please talk about me.
I really want to get together and have a heart-to-heart and communicate our boundaries. So
We will
that
be doing none
this
of that.
never happens in the future. Never happens.
You talk
again.
about me, we will be doing
do
none
have
of
a
that.
genuine friendship, and I
This
think
is
it's
going to
worth it.
happen a lot in your future because that's the kind of person
Okay.
you are.
That's the end of that video. This video was from a day ago.
Uh-huh.
I want you to remember right now that she said she doesn't want to have a back and forth. Didn't
I
say she
remember.
wouldn't. She said she doesn't want to.
Yes, I recall.
Let's place your
Yes.
bets now. How many videos do you think she's going to milk from this topic? Despite starting the topic on the moral high ground of saying she doesn't want to do that.
I'd say at least
How
a
many
week's
times
worth.
do you think she's going to have the excuse of my hand has been forced and I have to do this again? Just like she did with Mr. Beast.
Yeah, honestly, she might do more than a week's worth.
I'm going to go 4. At least 4.
At least 4.
I'm going to say bare minimum she's going to go 4 because she's going to make this one. Tana's going to say something. She's going to respond. Tana's going to respond.
Okay.
She's going to respond again. And then...
Yeah, I'm also not thinking about
And then
the
people, and then
time
after
for
that,
response
after
and
about 3
whatnot.
responses, people are going to be like, okay, you guys are starting to loop. We don't care anymore. And they're going to move on to the next
Yeah.
drama. And then she's going to do her 4th video to close it out and move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
She's going to milk it as long as people are giving it attention.
Yeah, sounds about
That's
right.
my belief. Okay, so that's the girl who smoked her dad. And it's somehow everyone else's fault for reacting to it.
You know, sometimes, why can't you just go to a
Well,
grief
you know what?
counselor?
You said if someone talks about you, then you got the right to talk about them, and I agree with you. I talked about you, Pansino. We did a whole reaction video on you here. And if you don't want to go back and forth in video after video, you do have the right to talk about me. You have the right to talk to me. You're right. You got the right to call me out. And we can not have to do this back and forth video after video thing. I invite you. If you want to call me a hater, if you want to misclick on my Twitter feed and reach out to me, we can get in a Discord call and we don't have to go back and forth in videos. I don't need to milk you for content. We can hash it out. I would love nothing more than to pick your brain. That would be the beginning and end of any content I'd want from you. It's just one conversation. It's never going to do it though because she wants the content. She wants to go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
All right.
God, you are a tea channel. You are no longer a cooking channel. You are a tea channel. Those people are the fucking worst. These people are the fucking worst people on the internet. The perpetual victims who, even when they do the crazy thing of smoking their loved one's remains, somehow everyone else is crazy for
Somehow
a reactor.
everybody
They're
else
still
is
the
the
victim
problem.
there.
Yeah.
I hope your dad is rolling over in your lungs because that is just ridiculous.
Oh, and then you're...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You knew what
Oh.
you were doing when you...
I
did
hope she
the-
doesn't
the
make any
show.
more videos. I don't know how much more of this chick I can take.
I know.
But for those of you who were able to stomach her long enough to reach the end of this video, I want to thank you all for watching. I even feel bad about exposing my wife to that, but here we are. So if you're new, we do these streams every single night, usually starting at around 11 p.m. All this content is recorded live. Of course, the best bits are cut into nice digestible highlights right here on the YouTube page. So be sure to like and subscribe to get those highlights. And hit the notification bell if you want to see when I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter or join the Discord if you want to, weigh in on some of these things and become part of that content creation process. For now, though, this is where this stream and this video end. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.